我到了，
还好吧，不太冷，我觉得。
好，我到宿舍打电话给妈
妈。We became friends online through a Chinese social network website. I'm glad I trusted my instinct and sought them out at Brown University. This is the story of two girls, 19 years old, who for some reason decided to leave behind the world they have known for college abroad. Today we found the girls here at the International Student Orientation, gathered with the other Chinese, chattering among themselves. It was a little difficult to interject. Like them each year are hundreds of youths born and raised on that mysterious continent. Although coming from different parts of China, they still share more similarities than the outside world. Do you have any friends who are Chinese international students?
Not international though. They're usually either from California or somewhere in the United States.
I don't really have any close Chinese international friends.
No, can't say I have.
Through a lot of my classes, I see that some of them do form bonds with each other.
Well, I guess I feel like international students group together.
Coming from the same place, it's probably easier to find the same interests and become friends with those.
Because like they understand like cultural cues, or like, they also just speak the same language.
I just so wish that all of you out there could see what we see up here. Because this is about as picture perfect an opening of the year as one could have. Across this green, there are all kinds of activities going on that you can't see. There's even somebody back there playing frisbee, imagine. And there's a little dog running around the edges, and from time to time, there are children who wander through the green. And part of what I was thinking as I was sitting back here is this is such a wonderful image of community. And that word sums up very well what we aspire to do here at Brown, and that is to create the bonds of community.
没有，是因为女生一排，所以男生只有一团。
中国人吗？
啊？
这是中国人吗？
对啊，都是中国人啊。那个 Louis 嘛。
活动也是在提吧，所以之后。
Oh my god！ 然后他一定要在课上过不去呢，大家都要混在一起。是的呢，我跟你讲，你应该脱离男生大部队，混入女生大部队，这样你才有机会，你懂吗？
目的是，这。
对吧？
目的是脱离单身。
看你这个脑子就是不转，对吧？
目的是脱离单身。
是的呢。
朱莉，你说这个大部队怎么翻？
好，我被召唤走了，你们继续吧。
应该有一些。
yogurt 在哪儿吃啊？
就在这边
叫什么名字
？Frozen yogurt。 为什么 ABC
其实我觉得 ABC 挺好的呀。
为什么 ABC 就不去？不要对 ABC 有成见，他们很好的啊。对啊，就真的不要对。
但是就比如说南京曾经被，就是这感觉就有点像，对我来说就感觉像，比如说南京曾经被那个日本大屠杀过一次。那你们还会喜欢日本人吗？
我喜欢日本。其实我觉得还好。
美国又没有大屠杀中国。
人是 individualized， 不能把
它是一个国家的问题，是政治的问题，不是人的问题。哎，你昨天跟我们在一起，昨天那 ABC 男生们都挺好。
哦，他人很好哎。
对啊，
我觉得那女的很好。
Since the first day, Apple's journey has been a rough one. I feel I understand her confusion though. When I was in China, I've been told to always take history seriously, forgetting when it's actually relevant. Without going out, it's easy to forget that these foreign Chinese, like us, are just people, with thoughts and feelings and their own difficult past to deal with.
妈妈。
请问你不愿意妈妈天天给你打电话？
也不是，就你可以打过来啊。叔叔又打了3个电话了，我现在还没接呢。他就给我留言说，我们商讨一下你们这学期的日程计划是什么。
你一定要对叔叔要毕恭毕敬的，他安排你什么，你尽量来配合他，行吗？
知道了。
这是我非常非常这个拜托你的一件事儿。你对妈妈都可以不配合，但是对叔叔一定要配合，真的难得他用心良苦，妈妈爸爸是很感谢他的。
知道了。
分出他的时间来关心咱。
Say 你好啊。It's key. Yeah. So you're from Nanjing.
Yeah.
So you lived there your entire life, essentially, or?
Sorry?
So you lived there your entire life?
Yeah, I lived there for like 18 years. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my first time being to the States.
We'll get to that. Basically, we just want to get to know you better, so so we kind of get a feel of what you want to do.
I know international students are usually they take like English 11.
Yeah, it's the
academic essay one.
Right.
The deans are really trying to emphasize kind of just the formal academic writing that needs to be done. And they try to make them as interesting as possible too.
I had one of the professors for my class, and she was great, like really great. And she was really into Carol the Bauer Langworthy. Sorry, yeah. This one, so section 2 and.
I'm pretty interested in science.
What was your high school like, and how you were taught? How did teachers expect you to interact in class?
My high school is it's like normal public high school in China, and the course isn't that rigorous, but we have like really good teachers, and we do so I'm pretty comfortable with science.
Because they may expect a lot of kind of real interaction and interpretation of the material.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I probably show up the classes to see if it doesn't work out, I should go to the lower level.
Yeah, I mean that's totally fine. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, and for like extracurriculars, probably have me feeling like
way to meet people.
Yeah, experience more life here.
Do you like ballroom dancing?
I'm not really, haven't tried.
Okay, because there's a ballroom dancing group.
You can try ballroom dancing.
Yeah.
I did ballroom dancing.
Did you do it, Tom?
Yes.
Are you good at it?
Not much good. I'll be honest. So the schedule looks good, I think.
Looks good.
It'll be good fun. Do you have any other questions we can help you with?
Okay.
Great.
This is excellent.
话说我得了一个 writing check。
我也有 writing check，但是要求你去上 writing 课吧，所以我就想叫 writing check，就是他
发邮件给你，告诉你必须要上一个 writing 课。
所以我也不晓得到底是我真的写的不好给发了 check 呢，还是不是他从哪儿能看写的好不好？其实不知道。
他就看着你那篇文章 ，Patrick 给我那篇文章。
我跟你讲，绝对不是。那我居然没有得到 writing check。我跟你讲，这绝对不是。那什么张宇轩，他就写了一个我太忙了，我没有时间看，他都没有拿 check。
他是高年级，他可能只有 first year。
那为什么我没有？我很想，我觉得我写的特别烂。
Language. What does he mean by that? Right. Yeah. It's very straightforward. Yeah. Okay. So, groups of 2 or 3, please. I'll give you about 10, 15 minutes to go through the article.
Okay, I'm Blair. I'm Blair.
Blair?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Georgie.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm from China.
I'm from the Ukraine.
Okay, about the piece, I really don't get it. I'm cool with the first half, and then the second half is
Okay. Well, I definitely agree that this is a difficult piece to read, since English is also my second language. I probably have the same difficulties as you.
So, do you guys get a sense of what this is all kind of building towards, where he's kind of going towards in this essay? Do you guys get the stakes of the argument so far? This makes sense?
No.
You're not quite sold?
No, yeah.
So what are your objections? What do you find questionable here?
I think a lot of things that he says are too obvious.
Okay. Can you point to moments where you think he could have pushed it further? It's very obvious here that he has a very it's a very wide vocabulary he's pulling from, and he doesn't define everything for you, right?
He's like quoting a lot of philosophers who he disagree with or agree with, which makes things like complicated for me.
So part of the issue is that it's the only way he can prove his argument or back up his argument is with recourse to all these different other philosophers who's engaging with.
We just kind of thought that words don't really have a fixed meaning and vocabularies can get in the way of each other.
One way isn't just the correct way, and it's just our interpretation of it and how we labeled it. Not exactly. Because no one knows the world's language. Right. I like that concept.
Well, does he think that there is a world language that they can get to it?
Yes, but we would never be able to get to it because the world language is from the person that created the world, and then you get into the whole mix of it could be God's language, but then you know, now that we have scientific research, it's changing into a science language that we're trying to still get to, but I don't think we could ever fully achieve.
I always feel that even I don't understand the essay, it's like the more I read it, it's like the more you can understand it.
Yeah.
So it's a gradual process that you get used to it.
对我自己来说，我就觉得我的 vocabulary， 哦，你知不知道我每次写作文，除了开 Word 文档以外，要开 Google， 因为经常要不知道什么词，我上次就讲说不起眼的用英文怎么说，每次就是在 Google 上面写不起眼的英文，然后查出来的结果以后再跑到那个韦氏字典的那个网上版，然后再查一下这个，就看看英文版的解释是不是也是这个意思，可不可以用。
Sorry, let me explain. Blair's writing process is approximately like this. When encountering a concept she doesn't know how to express in English, she asks Google, which gives her several suggestions. She looks up each word in Merriam-Webster dictionary for their respective meanings and chooses the most appropriate. When in need of the same concept again, she looks up its synonyms in Merriam-Webster thesaurus, which gives her several suggestions. She looks up each synonym in the dictionary again for their respective meanings and chooses the most appropriate. Occasionally, lost in translation happens.
还有很多 subtle 的地方，就比如说像英文的时候，你可能你 quote 的是一句，然后你的 explanation 会有可能一段，就是你要把 reader 当做什么都不知道，然后要把所有的东西都告诉他。但是在中文的时候，就是觉得就大家都很含蓄嘛。妮子说了一句说，在中文里面就是 the deeper you hide your real meaning, the better your essay is.
I found Apple in a confusion of people at the end of the event. I wasn't sure why she insisted on staying.
What's going on here?
Simon was singing and he's awesome.
Apple seemed very quiet. She's not usually this way, but she doesn't want to leave.
Sometimes the media portrayal is, the very quiet, test-taking, diligent, hard work. They don't really understand why someone would go out during the week. I guess that's like the media portrayal. And sometimes that's spot on. You do have people that